Today we got the power of delusional self-belief. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and make sure to like the video. I post at least 2 to 3 times a day, so you don't want to miss that, and let's get into it.
Think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I could do anything. I'm an up-and-coming fighter, and without a doubt, you will see me on the UFC in the near future. Without a doubt.
This is the first office of Amazon.com, and up here, this is my desk here.
Like, look, bro, everybody who say, not everybody, but if you really do believe that, if you really do believe you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. Simple as that.
July 1945
Gunda Haig, with the wind-blown hair, number 200.
breaks the world record for the fastest time to run a mile. 4 minutes and 1.2 seconds.
And people said, well, there may be a barrier.
At the time, everyone believed that 4 minutes was the barrier, that running a mile in under 4 minutes was physically impossible.
You can't keep on running faster.
Scientists even claimed that a human body simply isn't capable of running that fast. That if it ever did, the heart would explode before it even got to the finish line. But an overconfident medical student by the name of Roger Bannister believed otherwise. And on the date of May the 6th, 1954,
I mean, see, he did, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If you work, if you believe in yourself and you work hard enough, and you don't give up, bro, you will make it at what you're trying to do. And this, he just beat this record right here. That's proof right there.
As a medical student, knew that there wasn't a brick wall. If you could run it in 4 minutes and 2.2 seconds, then you would find somebody else somewhere who trained a little better, and they could do it.
and just shy of 2 months later, 22 more people had followed in Roger's footsteps. So for 9 years, not one person could break the record. But as soon as it was done once, all of a sudden everyone was now capable.
He's got a world record, 3:43.
The record today sits at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Pretty far off the impossible barrier of 4 minutes if you ask me.
This is a song that I used to hear the old folks sing a long time ago. And I used to hear them tell me these words.
When we were little kids, we all had big dreams. If someone asked you what you wanted to do when you grew up, it was an astronaut, an athlete, or maybe it was an actor.
Bro, this is the problem that people face when they grow up. When we're young, they tell us we can do anything we want, right? So we dream big. We say an astronaut, we say an NBA player, we say a doctor, a lawyer, we say an architect, we say all these things, right? But when we get older, reality kind of kicks in. The problem is kids don't realize how much work it's going to take to be those things. So they give up on it. But that's why I say, if you keep going, bro, if you keep believing that you can be that thing, If you keep putting in that work to be that thing, you will be that thing, bro. Simple as that. It's gonna take some time, or it may not take any time at all. But you gotta put in that work, and you gotta stay consistent every day. If you don't feel like doing it, and you stop doing it, and you give up, then you wanted it, but you didn't want it bad enough. Some people want to be comfortable, and some people want to succeed. But if you want to succeed more than you want to be comfortable, you will make it, bro.
But then when you get to a certain age, you're expected to lower your standards. Told you can't do certain things. And I don't disagree, to be honest. Most people shouldn't be chasing a dream. But there's some people out there that have it inside of them. And it makes me wonder, how many of those people never got there because they were told they couldn't?
We just want to go have fun, goof off, play some amazing places,
and take.
$115.8 billion. That's how much money Bill Gates is currently worth.
If you get rid of 99%, I'd have 1.3 billion.
I'm so sorry.
Why you just flex on us, though? Give us some, bro. Okay, give 99% away to us. To the people of America, just go ahead, give it away, bro. You want my Cash App, or you want my routing number, bro? Come give us some money, bro. We want some money. All that money. What are you even doing with all that money? Just give some to us, bro.
Just 1% of Bill's money is more than 500 times more than the average person will make throughout their entire lifetime. And I don't care what you think about him. Bill's a great guy. He's done great things.
Is it true that you can leap over a chair from a standing position?
It depends on the size of the chair.
But I want to take a look at how. How can a single human being who wasn't handed anything, by the way, make more money than 60 fucking countries combined? At age 12, Bill's parents send him to a private school by the name of Lakeside. 1 year in, the school gains access to something special.
This is a Teletype Model 30.
One of the only computers in the world at the time. And this is where Bill finds his love for programming. Alongside his classmate Paul Allen, they both begin experimenting with writing code. At the time, they were discouraged from playing around with the computers, told they were better off pursuing something real in the world. And so Bill did exactly that. After graduating, he goes off to college to study law. Hopes of being a lawyer. But whilst he's there, he keeps his passion for computers. He spends most of his spare time reading about them. In books, in articles, in magazines. Fascinated by them.
See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Look, right? Okay, remember earlier I said parents will tell you when you're young, you can do anything you want, you put your mind to, so kids dream big, right? Like the video said, after I said that, or before I said that, it was like, once you get a certain age, they start telling you to be realistic. Anything is realistic anything can be realistic to anybody if they obsess over what they say they want to be. They put in the work towards that, and they show up every day, bro. If you showing up every day, you will make it, bro. That's what I have to tell myself. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's gonna be days where you gonna think it's not gonna work, bro. Just keep posting, bro. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep working. You will see the results. Think about how far you came from when you started, bro. Okay, boom. You started a month ago, you had 0 followers. Now you have 50. If you keep going, you'll be at 100. If you keep going, and going, you're going to see more and more progress, bro. You just got to keep going till you make it. And once you make it, you keep putting in that work. Now you got to go 2 times as hard. Because as long as it took for you to gain that stuff, it's so easy to lose it, bro.
And on a regular night in January 1975, he stumbles across something that sparks his interest. And as he's reading, an idea comes into his mind.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But get...
Hello. I'm Bill Gates, chairman of Microsoft.
That idea went on to become one of the biggest, most recognizable companies in the entire world. Just 8 months after getting the idea, Bill Gates and Paul Allen decided they would drop out of college and focus on building Microsoft.
You son of a bitch!
And over the course of the next 50 years, they did exactly that. They built an empire, just last year turning over a light $88 billion in profit.
And see, that be another thing is people be wanting to do stuff with their friends and they see that it don't work immediately, so they just give up. You can't give up. And you gotta have some real solid people around you, bro. If you and your friends is gonna do something together, especially that y'all trying to make money on, bro, y'all gotta be real solid. You cannot let the money change you or your friendship. And both of y'all gotta be putting in that work, bro. It's both of y'all. It's 2 of y'all, bro. So y'all gotta think of it like you working for me, you working for yourself, and you working for your friend. And your friends should do the same thing. As long as y'all do that, bro, y'all will succeed. Too many people be giving up too fast. That's because they want to succeed, but the work is too much for them, so they give up. You can't let the work be too much, bro.
Now, Bill's story is an interesting one, because from the outside looking in, we can see how lucky he was. Born into an upper middle class family, access to one of the only computers in the world at the time. The list goes on. But you can't look at that list and blame luck alone for his success. Sure, Bill had one of the luckiest head starts a human could ever have, but he also built everything himself. Bill was an incredibly hard worker.
We were hardcore about, hey, if you're working on a piece of code, just get it done. Don't worry about sleep.
He'd be in the office 7 days a week, up to 18 hours a day.
I didn't believe in weekends. I didn't believe in vacation.
From age 20 to age 30, Bill and Paul didn't take a single weekend off. He never received a penny from his parents to fund Microsoft. In fact, the business was actually losing money for the first 5 years. Luck was involved, no doubts about it. He was in the right place at more than the right time, but he also put in more work than everyone else. The success wouldn't exist without both parts.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. People be scared of that work, bro. They hate the work, bro. They fear the work. They do not like the work, bro. Even if you don't like the work, you still do it, bro. You still put in that pain, bro. You still obsess over it because you know what you become, bro. You can see the vision. You keep seeing the vision in your head, right? You keep seeing it in your head. Keep working, bro. Do not stop working, bro. He worked for 10 years straight. No breaks, bro. No breaks. No weekends. No, none of that, bro. If you really want it, and if you think if that's what it take to do it, bro, and you really want it, you gotta do that, bro.
I think as people, we like to think of the world as linear, that things happen in a straight line. But that never seems to be the case. Most of the time things happen very randomly, and if we're talking in terms of success, it's usually exponential. Usually there's a few lucky moments that change things forever. For example, like I said, Microsoft was losing money for the first 5 years. It was only in 1980 when they made a deal with IBM when they got their first breakthrough. They were introduced to millions of computers overnight.
People talk about, wow, you've had such success and it's just been so overnight and whatever. Well, whatever success I've got has come after like 8 years of just nothing working out.
At a certain point, I believe with enough time things start to become inevitable. We've already established that luck is involved and you need to be in the right place at the right time. But at least in my mind it makes sense that within an entire lifetime, it's impossible that you don't get lucky once. Tarantino is a great example of this point I'm trying to make. As you heard him say,
8 years of just nothing working out.
And when he did finally get some success,
Quentin Tarantino,
it all came overnight.
Thanks.
His first feature film did around $2.9 million on a $1.2 million budget. That's $1.7 million in profit. And the reason his story fits perfectly with this video is because logically speaking, it would have made sense to quit after year 4 or 5. Clearly what he was doing wasn't working, but because he was delusional enough to believe it would work, he put himself in a position where eventually it just had to. Sure, he's a talented guy, but he wasn't born with the ability to make great films. It was the 8 years of nothing that developed him into a great filmmaker. And because he was a great filmmaker, and because he was around for so long, one day he was in the right place, at the right time.
And see, that's another thing that I think is annoying. Not to me, because I haven't experienced the success yet. But when people be grinding for a long time, and then they start popping off, and people be like, oh, it was overnight. Bro, you do not know how long they stayed up, how many days they ate, one time, no time, because they grinding all day, bro. All day. They getting 3 hours of sleep, they waking up, doing it again. They'll go to sleep at like 3 a.m., wake up at 6 and keep going, bro. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see when they was crying because it's like, dang, they doing everything they can. It's still not enough. It's still not working. Y'all only see the success. Bro, if it did happen overnight, that's fine, bro. Congratulations, bro. You made it. If it took 10 years, bro, congratulations, you made it. You can work hard and you can work hard for 2 months and it blow up. You can work hard for 6 months and it blow up. You can work hard for 5 years and it not do nothing. If you keep going though, you will win, bro. There's no way you not gonna win if you keep pushing and you keep working, bro. Don't never discredit nobody because they blew up fast. And it would be different if they blow up fast, then they stop putting in the work. But if they blow up fast and keep putting in that work, boy, if you don't stop hating, like, why are you hating, bro? You hating on somebody who put in the work and it hit for them. That never made any sense to me.
I honestly don't see a way where if you have one dream in life and you're committed enough to continue going for it for at least a decade, eventually it doesn't work out. And I think the hardest part about it, and the reason success rates are so low, is because people struggle to believe that. And so they change directions before they ever get there. I mean, it could happen next week, or it could happen in 30 years' time. You don't know. But at the end of the day, you only get one life. So you might as well go for what you actually want. And it's going to take some delusion to keep you going for that long. Because most likely, nothing's going to happen for a very long time. But eventually it will. And those who stick around will find that out.
Bottom, so the top's the only place to go now.
I, all day long, would be practicing on the elevator in my dorm. I'd be going ba 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 ba, saying the shit. Right when Con would bring me up, my fucking head would spin. I'd forget where I was, not making sense. I would say 2 jokes, and then I'd be like, oh my God, I don't know what's coming next. And I had that going for a while, but I still would go home at night and go, fucking, I'm gonna be so fucking good at this. I don't know what it was. Psycho.
It's funny, delusional thinking can sometimes carry you to the, like, once you develop some skill, that delusional is like a little guardian that, like, keeps you protected.
I'm telling you, bro, you gotta think that you gonna make it, bro. You got to. If you don't think you gonna make it, who else gonna believe in you, bro? So for anybody who doing anything, basketball, streaming, YouTube, trying to make a computer or anything, trying to be a lawyer or anything, bro, if you don't believe in yourself, who is gonna believe in you, bro? That's the first thing, bro. If y'all like this video, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to give it a like. I post at least 2 to 3 times a day. You don't want to miss that. This video is going to go in the playlist, so after you watch this video, you can go and watch my other ones. Let me know if I should make more videos like these. And yeah, I'm going to see y'all in the comments. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.